What's going on, members? I'm glad that you guys showed up to this lesson here. We are going to be speaking about psychology and trade management. Now, remember, here we are a bit more focused on the index markets. That's why we're going to be speaking about how you can, enter the index markets with a better mindset. Not only that, but also with, the right management skills. Because obviously, with the currencies, it's almost like I'd say that it's the same, but it's a bit more different, looking at the volatility, looking at the pip counts and all those things. So now some of the topics that we are going to be covering are psychological obstacles and solutions. Because yes, it's simple to point out obstacles, but it's not simple to actually point out solutions. So we are going to be speaking about psychological obstacles and also solutions, just so we cover them both. And we're going to be looking at the mindset tricks to win subconsciously. So I'm already in the psychological lesson. I've got like over like 5 points that I need us to cover. But in the mindset lesson 2, I've got over like 5 points that I need us to cover. So it's mindset tricks to win subconsciously. Because what happens is that, once you get your mind in the right time frame, in the right mentality, even if you place a trade and you didn't do thorough analysis and all those things, you are winning subconsciously. So you have a bit more higher probability to winning. So we need to get your mindset like that. Obviously, we will be looking at trade management scenarios. So on these scenarios, we're going to be covering different types of scenarios on how you're going to execute, kill the strategy, and not only that, but also how you're going to be scaling in. I'll show you guys on one example that you can scale in to get to multiple entries from just one analysis, and not only that, but also how you can manage your trades so you can log in as much profits as possible. And so that's actually what we're going to be looking at. That's what we're going to be covering. So obviously you have been having your notepad in front of you, also a piece of pen, but I'm glad that now you're going to be taking this you're going to be putting all these things that you're going to be learning downwards. So now let us start with the very first one: psychological obstacles and solutions. Psychological obstacles and solutions. Remember that you have mentors in the group. Whatever obstacle that you reach, just make sure that you reach out to them, whether it's a one-on-one session or these everyday live sessions that take place. Make sure that you show up onto them, just so you're able to master these things. Because the most important thing, you can know something, but if it doesn't go in you subconsciously, then you won't master it. And to go into you subconsciously, you have to learn multiple times, meaning that this lesson you have to watch it more than 3 times, just so you get some of the things. Because each and every time when you watch a lesson, you gain a new like you see something different, meaning that if there's 3 words, now you can learn and then master the first word. Secondly, when you watch it again, you master the second. That's just how it is. Okay, so let's start first with the psychological obstacles and solutions. So what happens here is that the very first one that we face is that people do not tend to trust their own analysis. So yes, you can analyze, you can go, you can have all the right analysis and stuff, but now if you haven't got the trust, the confidence of you within that analysis, obviously it means that you are just going to be an analyst, not a trader. There's two differences. An analyst is one that knows it's going to go up, but that person doesn't make money from the trade going up. A trader is obviously one that knows it's going to go up, and that person takes advantage of that and makes money off of that move. So what do you have to do? What's the solution to not just to stop not trusting your own analysis? You have to practice your trades playing out. The most important thing is that you have to start practicing. Practice means that you have to do it repetition multiple times. Not only that, but also focus on backtesting, because backtesting is one of the things that actually helps you out with practicing, seeing what actually is more likely to happen. And with the previous lessons, I think we've got over 2 full lessons speaking about backtest. I've shown you guys how to use the bar replay button. I've shown you guys how to actually take details, general your backtest reads and stuff. So you need to do that multiple times on repetition mode. The more you do it, the more trades you take, the better you become, obviously. Now the second one is actually entering a trade before full confirmations. Normally people would, yes, see that this thing is going to go up, then they would buy, only to find out that it hit their stop losses, and then afterwards it did go up. What actually is the cause of this? Normally it's because of the fact that you are entering before full confirmations. Yes, you are right, it's going to go up, but you're entering before full confirmations of what you should be waiting for. With the previous video where we spoke about the strategy, I'll show you guys some of the boxes that you need to tick in order of you to know that this is a fully confirmed trade. This is a fully confirmed strategy that we are trading. We're not taking guesses, we are trading something that's solid. So now for here, one thing that you should be doing is that you should have a criteria box to tick before entering all trades. Yes, I gave you guys some criteria boxes that you should be looking at. also on this one, you will be ticking a lot of boxes. But now, if you don't want to just focus on using the ones that I gave you, want to tick it up with something a bit, just so you make it a bit more bulletproof, yes, then I suggest that you can also, take advantage of you just playing a bit more with the practicing, just so you're able to know which one works and which one doesn't. Meaning that if you know that your criteria box is double bottom, candlestick confirmation, that touch, but now you want to, let's say you've tested this, you know that you tick this off, but now you want to add something a bit more juicy. Let's say you want to also add a retest. Then all of this can be your own strategy that you have to tick before taking this trade. Ne? Okay, the third psychological obstacle that we normally face as traders is the fear of missing out. Like normally I would see people that would like literally see a trade and then they leave the markets for a while. When they come back, boom, the market shot very, very high. And now they'll be like, I missed out on the trade. So what? They just jump on the trade, on which today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can, yes, I know that I do have previous, videos where I spoke about scaling ins and stuff. But I just wanna, share with you guys some of the things that I was able to learn, which is like how you can scale in and push whatever, like a trade that you think you have actually missed out, turn it into like massive rewards. That's one thing that we're gonna be looking at. Which at the same time you need to forecast future significant areas in order to moves to scaling in order of you to not just focus on I missed out on this entry. You need to forecast what actually is going to happen. Like let's say now when you're taking a trade, you need to know, okay, I'm going to buy here, and then after buying here, I'm going to wait for this move. I'll try to take this move. I'll wait for this area to test as support, the rest I'll take this, what to do. Have all those things played out. So when you did miss the first move, already you know what you're looking for the next positions. Ne? So basically you're taking your scalings as the first position. So you need to be looking out for that, focus future significant areas and moves to scale in. The fourth fear that we normally face is actually holding profits and cutting losses. Normally people would, yes, hold losses. I've seen a lot of times where people are holding losses, and it's painful because it would be nice if a person would be able to hold profits instead of losses. I've been holding a trade now for over like a few hours, and I'm confident even if it shoots against me, I've locked profits, I've managed it, I've seen the playouts and all those things, and I'm confident. Like while recording this video here, it's still running, and I'm not thinking of what would happen if we just shot all those things. No, I'm not thinking about that. And why? What is the thing that I need to do in order of me to actually focus on the solutions? It's to focus on the 4 types of trade outcomes. There is a big win, there's a small win, there's a big loss, there's a small loss. But the only thing that you need to do is actually tweak this thing and just remove the big loss. Once you remove the big loss, you'll notice that you always get big wins, you always get small wins, you'll always get small losses, but you'll never get big losses. So this thing is actually some of the things that people lack because they don't focus on this. They actually want to hold because they don't want to hit stop losses, and this is how a person blows their account. Ne? So focus on just removing the big loss and focusing just on the small win, big win, and small loss. Doesn't mean that it's impossible not to take a loss in the market. Just make sure that that loss is small, it's not big. Okay, the fifth one that we normally experience is actually experiencing a drawdown. Drawdown is like for those that don't know yet, but I believe you should be knowing, because if you reached this level already, it means that you're advanced. But if you do not know, I would say that a drawdown is like when you're taking a loss of trades in a row. When you take your first trade in a loss, second trade, fourth trade, fifth trade, in all negatives, that's when we'll say that you are now in a drawdown manner, and we don't want that to be happening. So obviously we're going to be focusing a bit more on future movement. So what you have to do is you have to actually reduce your risk level till you have gained confidence in the markets. So you need to reduce your risk level. Once you reduce your risk level, let's say now you took 3 trades in a negative. Once you've seen yourself taking 3 trades in a negative, then you'll be like, okay, no, I'm not confident taking the next trade. I feel like maybe it can take me out. So how about I just reduce my risk level? Meaning that if I was risking 1%, let me take it down to 0.50. So I know for sure that yes, up until I've gained confidence, up until I've went into profits, that's when I'll go back to risking my 1%. So those are the 5 psychological obstacles that normally we face. Not only that, but these are the solutions that you can also implement in order for you to not become a victim of your thoughts or fears. So now let's cover the mindset tricks to win subconsciously. You need to analyze regularly and observe results, meaning that I always analyze regularly, and I can spend 2 days without placing trades, but that doesn't mean that I spend 2 days without being on the markets. I was on the markets, I analyzed, I I done all these things, but I just did not execute because I was actually at a phase whereby I'm testing. You need to test different types of, like you need to test all the way that you see the market, like whatever perspectives that you have towards the markets, you need to test it and see how it plays out. It doesn't matter if you're testing but you don't see results. You need to see results so you can learn from those results. You need to gain belief in your consistency, meaning that you should believe that you're consistent before you are even seeing yourself taking a 10,000 account to bigger amounts. And how do you do this? By knowing that your practice is paying off, and not only that, by seeing that your skill is actually valuable, by valuing your skill and seeing that the skill that you actually do possess, that you have, is super powerful. That's the only thing that's going to allow you to believe that you're consistent. Because if you feel like, no, I've been through the course, I've done all the things, but I still like. Yes, those results are actually going to reflect back on your trading, because you believe that you still like, you've been through the course, but you still like. But if you believe that, you know what, I've been through this course, I've learned so much, and at the same time, I've got my notes here to summary. I know I have to tick my criteria. I mean, like, just one lesson can change everything. If you know that you have to tick down your criteria boxes and stuff, obviously it means that you've got most things that people do like. So it means that once you do have this and you believe that what you have is actually available, then it's going to start showing on your results. So change the way that you see things, guys. Change your mindset, because if you don't, then it's impossible of you to move forward with whatever that you do, because already your mindset is a lack mindset. It's in a scarcity mindset. It's not in abundance. Né? Thirdly, I want us to focus on affirming positive results. So what this means is that before results start to show, you need to start saying those things to yourself, or having them said to you subconsciously, meaning that you need to tell yourself that I am one that spots good entries. Not only that, but I am one that actually capitalizes massively from the markets. You need to say a lot of things. You can even have 5 daily affirmations. We do have a full lesson where we spoke about how you can do affirmations, but you can have 5 daily affirmations specifically for the market, meaning that you can say, I am one that wins from the market consistently. I follow my trade plan and my trade rules no matter what. I scan the markets on a daily basis and I find my high probability setups. I always win. I always win whether I hit profit or I hit stop loss. You tell yourself these things and then you say it each and every day before you even open the chart. Then you will see that these things are gonna start to show. If you don't do these things, guys, and you are seeing you're not seeing results. Obviously, I know what the problem is. The problem is that you are not doing these things. But if you do them and you are not seeing results, let's say you do them in a period of 3 months, you're not doing results, then obviously now you can come back and be like, Lisiba, no, let's talk about this. Let's see a way forward. Obviously, it's gonna start to show. Normally, for such things to even start to reflect on you, it takes 30 days, 21 days to 30 days. So obviously, I know for sure that I would know for sure who actually does it and who doesn't. I'll be able to observe in the group who actually is the one that follows this and not. Visualize possible outcomes and attach feelings, meaning that you need to be able to visualize possible outcomes. Now, this is the mindset tricks to win subconsciously. When you are analyzing a trade, you need to see how it's going to play out. You need to close your eyes, visualize, see how it's going to play out, and then focus a bit more on this is the scenarios that I'm expecting. Focus a bit more also on attaching your feelings, feeling how it is. Let's say you have different types of scenarios. This is the first scenario when it plays out. Feel how it is when it does play out. The second scenario, feel how it is. The third scenario, feel how it is. Mean that when it shoots in your direction, attach feelings. Yes, I'll be excited, but I'll be chilled. I shouldn't be too excited. Then I'll be looking for scalings. That's how I'm gonna be feeling. Looking for scalings, focusing on what I can do to grow this this position. When it's going the second scenario, let's say now it's just correcting. Attach feelings. Now I'm seeing that it's not moving in my specific direction. So it means that now I need to just start by locking profits. Attach those feelings. Third one, let's say it goes against you, it's going for a stop loss. Now I see that it's going against me massively. So what do? I feel like just closing the trade instantly before waiting, because already has shown me that I shouldn't wait for it to hit my stop loss. It's a negative trade already. Like, put those feelings in order and visualize the possible outcomes, because whatever you go to where your mind already has been, you follow your mind. So already if you have visualized these things, your mind has been there. If these trades are playing out, then it will be simple of you to be able to follow these steps, guys. What I'm sharing with you here is actually a very powerful thing. It's actually powerful lessons that can easily be turned into a course on their own. But I need you guys to actually, 10 times yourself, not only on the trading side, but also as a person. So these are things that are going to allow you to grow massively. The fifth one that we are going to be, our mindset tricks to win subconsciously is that you need to learn more of your thoughts and traits. So before and after, you need to be able to see the two differences. Learn more of your thoughts and feelings of the traits that you actually place. Meaning that before you take a trait, observe your thoughts. You can even place it down on a journal. Write down, I am taking this trait. Now I have ticked down all my confirmations. I've voted. I'm very confident. I'm glad. I'll make sure that I stick to my risk on to 3. Then you write down, and then after the trait played out, whether it went in your direction or not, you need to come back and say, guys, not even guys, because you are saying it to yourself. Now I did take this trade. I'm excited. I feel like this. I'm seeing that this is actually what the reasons that during this trade, yes, I was feeling like this, but now the outcome of the result, I'm excited because I have seen it play out like this, or because of 1, 2, 3, I was able to learn here. Then after like maybe 10 trades or a few trades down, you'll be able to learn your befores and afters. What this helps you with is that once you are able to see your before and your after, then it means that you'll be able to study your thoughts before winning trades and your thoughts after winning trades. That means that when you are seeing more trades coming to you, you'll start observing your thoughts, and then you see, oh, normally when I have these thoughts, my trades go into hitting profits. Then you'll be more confident. So those are things that are actually going to help you in order to win subconsciously, guys. So now let us speak about trade management. So we're going to be touching on the first scenario, second scenario, and we'll be jumping onto other tactics that we're going to be observing the markets with. Remember, guys, I think it's very important of you before jumping onto this next topic. It's very important of you to just chill, pause this video, go through the notes that you wrote down, or replay what I just spoke to you about. Let all of that just sink in, and then once it did, you can move over to the next level. Because guys, yes, it happens to every person. After you've took done, let's say, yes, you did hear the things that I said, and you're like, wow, this guy should feel you. But when you jump onto the next topic, some of the things that I said are going to move away from you. So when you move forward, you're not going to grasp, you're not going to take as much as possible. But I need you guys to log into you as much as possible, because that is the only way whereby we are going to be able to see massive results. Now, massive. We don't want results, we want massive results. Okay, so now let us take a look at this. Looking at it, I was about to take out let's see if it's going to be able to take out. There we go. Okay, so you can simply see here we've got our first tested support, we've got our second tested support, we've got our third tested support. Same thing here on the above side. We've got our first tested support, second tested support, resistance, second, and now the third one. Obviously we're expecting some sort of a take profit area, and because it's like obviously first, second. If it's a third touch, it means that your resto bounce go all the way back up, giving us third touches. Yeah. So with this one here, already here we are in an area whereby we have to start observing what is the market saying, what's actually happening, and all those things. So you can see what I wrote down here. Okay, let me just zoom in. The first point is you need to study what the market does in this section. So this, what I'm showing you, is actually being able to spot trades no matter the market is upward trend, no matter the market is downward trend, no matter the market is actually ranging. You'll be able to get trades, guys. So don't worry, don't jump into the cycle of doom, just jumping onto, let's say someone is like, when the market is ranging, there's a lot of things that you won't be able to catch. What I can show you is how to catch a range. This is powerful. It's going to allow you to be able to learn different types of market conditions. So you are going to easily turn into an expert just after watching these lessons. Study what the market does in this section. The second point, wait for the pattern confirmation. Third point, observe market momentum. Fourth point, candlestick confirmation. So you have to obviously study what the market does in this section. See what is actually being happening. Now just see, observe. Don't rush to make a trade. Observe. And then wait for pattern confirmation, meaning that when the market starts to run out of momentum to the downside, that's a pattern confirmation, because you can either get a double bottom, you can get a descending pattern. Observe market confirmation, observe market momentum, yes, candlestick confirmation. Afterwards, you've seen all the pattern and stuff. Then now you wait for a candlestick to give us in a bullish candlestick. Once you get that candlestick, then you can easily just place your buys. You can easily place your buys. Okay, let us move on to the next one. This is the outcome of the trade. So you can simply see what happened. I did wait for my trade to show me, and the very first thing that I got was a candlestick confirmation. That rejected candle, it actually confirmed to me. But I was like, you know what? I want to wait because it can still go down. But it confirmed, but I want to wait because I want to wait for more things, which is my structures, which is my momentum and everything. Yes, perfect, confirmed. The second one was a double bottom. I've got a double bottom because you can simply see what actually happened here. first peak, second peak. So perfect. I've got my double bottom there. Afterwards, it broke out of pattern previous lower highs. So after I've got my beautiful what's that candlestick confirmation. Obviously, my candlestick did confirm with me right here because this I've seen it as a double bottom, and this was a beautiful candlestick. But this here actually is what we call a previous lower high confirmation, because you can see here this was a lower high support, came back resistance, but now it broke out of this, meaning that we are now going up, and then it came back to give us a retest all the way back to here. Give us a retest, but already we had already executed here, because remember there's two types of entries: risk entry or reduced risk entries. If you don't know the two differences, go back. I'm not going to waste time speaking about all of that, but just go back onto the lessons where I spoke fully about the risk and the reduced types of entry. But you can see it gave us beautiful retest, and then boom, it went up, hit our targets. So this is a third area. Third, tested the resistance, but also take profit. Didn't give us problems, went straight to hit take profits. Okay guys, so now let us look at the second scenario. Already with the first scenario, you're able to see the big massive changes or big perspectives that we are seeing now the markets with. It allows us to see the market with a forecasted view, meaning that we are now able to see what actually is going on with the near future. Like, we are able to forecast future moves. It doesn't mean that we are predicting that we are market makers. No, we are able to predict the market, but we can be wrong with our predictions at the same time. But mostly we are right with our predictions. I don't want someone to be like, you can never predict the market. Already that mindset is a losing mindset, because it means that you can never be a trader, because as traders we predict the market, but we use our educated predictions. Okay, so you can simply see here we've got our first tested support on the left side, followed by a second tested support, third tested support. The first chart that I showed you on the first scenario was a 15-minute chart. This one here is actually a 1-hour chart. So I want to show you that this actually works in all types of charts. And you know that breaking it down all to the charts, this, yes, I was looking from the 4-hour, 1-hour, 15-minute, 5-minute. I got my entry on the 5 minutes. So I need you guys to understand that this is actually multi-time frame analysis, not only one analysis. So let me just do this. First, second here, third is what I'm seeing. First touch, second touch, seeing a third touch. Expect scenario to play out. I'm expecting a scenario to play out within this area. Okay, price is just rejecting here. So I'm seeing take profit area being somewhere around here, the lower high. So here I'm seeing a buy opportunity. And here's just where I have to observe. Remember, go to the previous example, see what we're waiting for. Boom, trade went all the way to the upside massively. So what happened? I got my double bottom on the 15 minutes. I got my beautiful double bottom. I got my candlestick confirmation. I got my momentum confirmation, which is the double bottom that I'm speaking about. It has confirmed that the momentum is no longer to the downside, it's now to the upside. I've got my lower high breaking into support now, meaning that this was my previous lower high, but now it couldn't break the lows, so it went up and broke lower high, which means boom, we went up. But I was able to capitalize from it here on the 5-minute chart. But guys, this broke out massively and it went all the way straight to profits perfectly. This is a trade that we actually did execute on yesterday. So these are things that I want you to be independent to take, but also make sure that you show up at the live session each and every day. No matter how much you have mastered the skill, the most important thing is to be able to grow massively, because with the live sessions, guys, with our aim, our total aim, remember with Forex Chasers, we started off with Forex Chasers Premium Group just being the lesson from 1 to 16. That was the whole course, and now we have evolved to over 60 videos plus, and still counting, because of the fact that we are also growing, we are also learning on a daily basis, we are improving. So when we improve, we are showing you guys some of these things. That's why we have a daily live session, because on those daily live sessions, even if you have mastered these things that you've learned, daily live sessions will be there to just show you guys, hey guys, we've seen a tweak. The way that we were looking at 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, let us improve that and see it this way, because we saw what can improve our strategy from 76% to 79%. That's just a small tweak, but it's massive. Okay, trade management, master management, and scaling. So yes, now you are able to execute, you are able to see, you are able to spot all those things. But what happens when you are in a trade? You need to know what to do when you are now in a trade, when you are following these trades, when you are like literally inside holding profits in the negatives. Okay, I won't speak much about negatives because we're already one candlestick that follows by the next one that you have already executed should be able to let you know if you are holding or not holding. Meaning that if you have bought and the next candlestick is an impulse candle to the downside, boom, you can even close that candlestick without having for it to hit your take profits, I mean your stop losses, because already it's showing you other things. But now, for people like us, we're looking at the positive side of things, because that's where the mentality is at. Winning, we are on a winning streak, we're on a winning mindset. Also, you're on a winning mindset, you're also winning streak. That's what you should be telling yourself on a daily basis. We came back to the 15-minute time frame, US 30, the same chart that I did show you previously, the same take profit that we went through, this one here. This one here. This is the 1 hour, but now we're on the 15-minute. Okay, so you can simply see what actually happened here. Obviously, double bottom candle confirmation right here, double bottom candle confirmation, boom, we are in. Price went up, previous areas here tested, tried to go down. Obviously, around this area, let me show you guys something. I bought, this is a risk entry. Remember, there's different types of risk entry, so I won't cover too much of the entries, because already there's a risk entry. This could be your reduced risk entry, this could be your second reduced risk entry, and followed by scale ins. But with this risk entry, stop loss, I kept it fair, a few pips, and then it shot up, came back to retest, went up. So now this is the first scaling, meaning that when I see this, boom, I can add more positions. I'm excited, I can add more positions. Broke resistance and tested, meaning that we have already broke this resistance area here. Went up, it came back to retest, and then it was going up. So it's a scaling, it's an opportunity. Once it also broke this resistance, tested with this beautiful wick right here, beautiful rejection. You can see second scaling candle closed above resistance and tested. So the fact that it closed above resistance, it's alerting us to be like, hey guys, be on the lookout, be on the lookout, be on the lookout. But afterwards, it's just us saying that, okay, no, let us now capitalize on the testing. Once it tested, buy, go up with it. Afterwards, you can see the third scaling candle. So I don't want us to do too much whereby we add a lot of scale ins, but let's just take a look at the third one. Third scaling in candle closed above resistance. Once it closed above resistance, it tested the support. So you can see this beautiful candlestick here, impulsive candle, closed above resistance, came back, boom, rejected, went up, candlestick confirmation, we buy here, another opportunity to buy. Or you can also buy here because this is some sort of rejection and came back to reject here. So you can buy here, go up with believing your stop losses here, but we'll speak about stop losses on the next slide. Shut up all the way to target, all the way to take profit. We've banked over 8% with just this simple trade, and it's something that we literally took. It's not because of now showing you and everything. We took this trade for real. So let's see how we were able to manage it. Okay, so you can see at first, I want to show you guys right here, first stop loss adjustment. So boom, it went up, came back, retest, scaling, broke, adjust, everything tested. Once it goes up, we put our stop loss all the way from here to now here, meaning that our trade is just, it's going to hit us, it's going to lose us, not even more than like 0.20%, it's going to be way less. So even if you are risking $100 this whole move, it's not going to hit you $20 this move, this one here, because you are just at your stop loss, you are protecting the profits that you already are running. And then it goes up, it breaks, you see confirmation, you wait for reject, retest, it retested, test support, then it goes up, confirms, boom. It's either you enter and then you still adjust your stop loss, or you just adjust your stop loss and you don't enter. It depends on if you're confident enough to place more trades. If you're confident enough, yes, you can place more trades. Second stop loss adjustments, and right here, boom, price went up, close above, came back, retested this area. Next candlestick confirmed, it means that you can put your stop loss here. So already this trade that's here and this trade that's here, you put your stop loss here. So now this one is running with massive profits. This one is running with profits. The one, if you already did by here, it means that you have just a few negatives. So you have a small loss, but even if it goes against you on this one here, it means that you can still capitalize from the markets. Then boom, it goes all the way upwards. So now most people will be thinking that since it's going up, I may leave it or I may take profits, whatever. But you need to see when it gets to take profit. Before it hits take profit, like, yeah, it didn't hit take profit. This is also resistance area. This is resistance. The resistance means the price can go all the way down. We don't want to mess that up. So once we see this engulfing candlestick, what do? Normally we place our sell stop below. We put our stop loss above, then we go down with it. So what you do is that instead of putting a sell stop, you put all stop losses that you have running. This stop loss, this stop loss, this stop loss, you put it all the way to here, and all your trades are now in profits. Even if the trade goes against you, you're able to bank massive profits. But if the trade goes still in your direction like it did here, then you're able to bank way more massive profits. And that's how, guys, you are able to see the markets. You're able to apply some of these things, guys. So I'm glad that you actually did watch this lesson. Very powerful lessons that we did happen to cover. I want you guys to be able to just focus on the next models. Take your time. Make sure that you actually do fill out the assessments. And I just can't wait to, see the progress. I can't wait to see what, this course is doing for you, because I've seen already with some of the previous materials, I was able to, help other people be able to see financial freedom, do all those interesting stuff. But now I want to see what this is going to do. I want to see what this can do to your mindset and stuff. So Bailey Somutupi, obviously, thank you so much for being a part of the 3.0, and make sure that you're always daily on our live sessions. And yeah, I'm excited to be taking this journey with you, holding your hand, making sure that you are a part of our success stories.